Yes. Dead hard drive. This here is the ENRON SLT 286, I think. It's got a dead hard drive, dead clock battery, which may be part of the cause, but we'll get onto that later. Yeah, this is going to be a repair attempt on this. I tried everything I could do in the last video. None of it worked at all, as you could probably remember. There's all three of you. Is it three? Let's see. Peter, SpongeBob with AK, and MeTech. Yep, three of you. Well, I guess there's only one thing left to do. Repair time. To get to the hard drive, or at least to the connection to the hard drive, because I think that's what happened, the hard drive got disconnected in one way or another. So, battery over there, we have some screws down in there that we will worry about later. Right now there's nothing we can do about the hard drive. We can take off the two side covers here, put those with the battery, and if I remember correctly, yeah, this keyboard thing is very difficult to come out. Give me no seconds, because I found what I needed. There we go. This keyboard is very frayed. I'll probably replace it. But here's the keyboard. That's off. Suppose I move this that way. Can I zoom out at all? No, all the way zoomed out. I have an hour and 44 minutes of battery life. Yeah, I am off the plug. Next up, back of this thing. Just have the screen locked down. This has some pretty strange looking screw bits here, so yep. I'm hoping one of these mini screwdriver things will work. If not, I have a few extra sizes from the big screwdriver. And no, that's too small. Just as I thought. That's too big. And yay, here's the right size. Big screwdriver now. I've taken the SLT 286 apart before to see if I could get a new hard drive for it, because I guess, as you can tell now, this unit is very prone to hard drive failure. Thank you, Connor, whatever. Make some of the worst hard drives next to Seagate. Now, all the outside screws are going to be, of course, outside right here on the carpet. And all the inside screws are going to be here. That's quite a long screw, actually. All the inside screws are going to be inside a little box I have here. That's another long one. And I assume this will be another long one. Nope. Short one. I'm going to close the door so I'm not interrupted. I don't normally close the door, but when I do, it's video time. So, anything under here to unscrew? Nope, that's good in theory. Be able to make this just lift right up. But again, it's only a theory. And theories, like pretty much everything else in this world today, is wrong. Oh, I know what that's going to be doing. Yes, I know all too well. I think. Oh, I see what it is. It snips in from the back. thankfully, I have a little screwdriver, smaller one, that I think will do the trick. And if not, then dang it. Nope, that's not going to do it. I'll just open and close again. Much harder to do without a keyboard in place. I don't want to do this bottom part, but I think I'm going to have to. Just seeing how to do this. If this screen does die, I have another screen, and I don't think that hurt it too bad. Yes, there we go. Here's the back cover off, finally. Now there's some more screws under here, I think. Nope. It's a very old and complicated system. Jerks. Nothing under there. Yes, to undo the system, you have to make everything slide out from the back. Worst system ever, but I guess if there's a way to do it, you find a better way. Now that you see it's coming out the back here, there's one thing I need to undo. I guess that would be the screen, so it can lift up and be easier to get to. I'm going to count the screen as an internal screw. And then it just lifts right up. Lift this tab up and unscrew this. It's a small size screw, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yay, there's a purpose for the little green one. And I still got packing materials inside the system. Maybe a little styrofoam piece got statically charged and hurt the system. If that's the case, then dynamic. Here we go, screen is removed. And now, I believe, we can just lift the whole system out of this little case here. There we go. Your here's the empty case of the SLT 386 and 386. I said 386 twice, didn't I? 286, 386 is pretty much identical in almost every single way possible. And I'm going to get rid of some of these in the system because it does hurt the system very much. Another reason why I hate styrofoam and packing peanuts, people. Now I'm going to do something unrelated here. Did that not fit? Is that still too big? Answer, yes it is, jerks. This here is the memory module and LED module. I'm going to be putting these inside the box. I would be wearing my ground wire, but I don't have anything to ground myself to. I haven't gotten myself shocked yet, so that's a good thing, I guess. If anything, it would be... Ooh, that's a long one. Gotta remember where the long one goes. Otherwise, I'll be screwed. Well. Yep, long one's in the back. Yep, this is a little LED board that goes here. And look at that. One memory module. Old connections are very hard to get in. 2 memory modules. And now 3 memory modules. So if this works, now it'll be a maxed out ENRON. Almost. I lied. This is the hard drive, in case you don't know what I'm unscrewing. Unscrewing, you probably can't because you can't see. No, you almost can. I don't want to tilt the camera any further forward because then it might fall off the little tacky stick thing I have. And with any luck, it will. A little dented there. Or springy. Oh, I probably should have left the memory modules out until the end. Whoops. There's 2 side things. This here is where you can see the modem module. Probably added by ENRON themselves. And yeah, this has the strange connection I was not hoping for. Thankfully, these screws are not very well screwed in after all these years of use. Alright, I'm not going to reach that, am I? No. This initially has 640 kilobytes of RAM. Then it's got a few 1 megabyte expansion cards. So 3 megabytes total. one's a different color. Fun fact, I guess. The clock battery is like right under here, so if you ever needed to change it, like I guess I'm going to need to do on this one, if I ever want to get this unit completely repaired, is to completely disassemble it, which means every screw, and then even so it's soldered to the board, so you need to rip out the insides and get to the thing that way and solder your own coin cell battery. I'm mixing my words up today, and I dropped the screwdriver. Well, now the hard drive can come right out. And here's the hard drive. And I think I found out why it died. Not only does it have some sort of liquid on it, but it's not very tight in here. It's all loose. If I remember correctly, the last computer I had, corner hard drive, the last SLT I took apart was very well secure. This one, well, very obviously isn't. It's got liquid damage. What the heck? I didn't do anything to it. At least I don't think I did. If I did, then, well, dang it again. I'm sure that's not very good static-wise, but yeah, it's got some sort of, like, grease on it. I don't know what the heck's going on. This is becoming all too strange to me. It's got, as you can tell, both a standard 4-pin IDE slot and a custom 3-pin thing that only corner hard drives have. And whether you like it or not, this uses a very small 3-pin power thing. And I wanted to see where this went. But the problem is I can't do that because the modem is in the way. I might as well just take it out and show you what the whole thing looks like. Does this use the same sort of things? Probably. Yes, it does. Yes. Oh yeah, not magnetic screws. That might be a problem. Okay, I thought there'd be one more screw to take out, but apparently not. And now we have just taken out the ENRON modem. Now this is Compaq Computer Corporation, so this was put in by Compaq. Now this is what I wanted to check. The IDE connection right here. Because it does take a standard, and yep, that's the problem. A little bit of corrosion and styrofoam. Get out of here. Out, out, out. That's the problem. This one's out of air completely. I thought I had one burst left, but nope. That was the problem. The IDE board on this computer is dead. Or at least the IDE cable is. It doesn't look very clean. You know, some of that grease must have fallen down onto the thing. Very bizarre, very odd problem. I'm going to go and get another IDE cable, although I don't know if I have one this short. I highly doubt I do. I guess I'll just steal one out of an Xbox. Yeah, they have the same cable for their hard drives. So I think the hard drive is still alive. It's just that the shoddy connection of the computer killed itself with the grease. I'm going to go and get another IDE cable, no matter where it's from, and see if there's a way to fix this. I'll be right back. Well, I couldn't find an IDE cable, he lied. Problem is, it's too long, of course. But, fear not. I have a plan. This is essentially just a plain old 286 now. Give me 1 second. Enter the Compaq SLT 286 again. Yes, this is where I left off on my old SLT 286 repair. And unlike before, no corrosion of any kind on the board or on the cord. So unfortunately, Mr. Enron here, I guess it's finally time to say our goodbyes to you. Because this board is done. It can no longer support a hard drive, therefore it can no longer support what I need. There's one screw I need from it though. Stupid non-magnetic screw. Yeah, I needed to take one screw out that was helping to hold the, well, that was actually holding the majority of the power supply in place. Yep, that would have been bad had I not noticed. And dagnammit, go in there. I'm becoming one of my friends. You probably know him as Sailboat 910, C Brown 27614, or 12740, something like that. I think it's 27614. There we go, finally screwed that in. An ENRON board is out of here. This is unfortunately a non-fixable error caused by the stupid styrofoam. God, I hate you now. And I guess it's time to reassemble. I want to check one last thing on this, and I need more screws off of the Enron. I took these screws out from before, so I need to put them back on. And the floppy drive is connected and in place already, so can you tell why I never put this one back together? I hope so, because it's quite obvious that I forgot which screws go where. And here I have them quite clearly marked. As you heard before at the beginning of this video, the hard drive itself spins up and runs good. I've got to close the door, so hang on. And there we go. So the hard drive itself works, it's just that it was not reading. I bent the pins a little bit on the hard drive, however, since it's an old IDE style drive, it'll work no matter how bent up the pins are. So, ENRON board, making sure I didn't forget anything else. Yep, the ENRON board is finally in for retirement. I'll probably still keep it for quite a while. Why? No particular reason. I thought you needed to unscrew these back things for the screen and printer and stuff, but nope. I might as well tighten them all while I'm at it. There we go. Alright, time for reassembly. This hard drive cover is still pretty much good. Just going to bend that little piece right back. Well, the hard drive itself went in upside down for reasons far beyond anything I could possibly comprehend. Yes, I am saying I'm stupid. Don't judge. But again, I still do wonder why. Apparently it was in the other 286 too, because this hard drive, whoever's idea was, is very, very loose inside of here. Of course, with it bent up, you can't really tell, and it is this way. So I did it right the first time. Hooray. Yay, that plugged in well. Now this will be hard to plug in. He said unknowingly that it will be the easiest thing you could have possibly done. Oh. Oh yeah, I think I know what that is. Yep, that's where one of the screws for the screen goes, I think. Next I'm going to be putting the modem back in, because that's all important to the ENRON system. Like, I'm sure if it's not plugged in, it's like, yo man, hook up. There we go. Plugged in. Now I've got to be careful here because, as you probably know now, non-magnetic screws. Watch me drop one. Of course it won't be that big of a deal, just take the modem back out and pick it up, but yeah, still. That's in. Now they're just screw the rest of the stuff in. Again, non-magnetic screws will proving to be a challenge even to me. I'm regretting getting such a deep box. Of course, if I just dump all the screws out, I'll be like, where do they go? No. Okay. Here's our hard drive screws. To make it easier on myself, I'll put the memory and stuff in last. This will be a little bit difficult to screw in very tightly, but I think I can do. very bent hard drive thing. I'll get the front end of that part last. Oh yeah, very bent up. Wow. I do apologize that you can't see this, but again, I am holding the whole system up with my right foot. That's your update for today. Yeah, that's not going to fly very well, is it? No, it's all dented up here. Some impact must have caused the stupid unmagnetic screw. Why are you so unmagnetic? Non-magnetic, I guess, is the proper term, but whatever. So, am I disappointed that I had to do all this? A little bit. It shouldn't have happened. The guy should not have used styrofoam. Worst thing to use ever. But mostly I'm disappointed in myself for letting it sit so long that I got corroded. Maybe it happened at the science fair that I brought it to. I left it on for maybe a good 5 hours total. So maybe that did something. Granted, it wasn't doing anything, it was just on display because I would not let anyone touch the ENRON data. But still, hard drive is finally back in place. I was going to check and see if I had one more card, but why bother? This only has 3 memory card slots. I do apologize for the poor lighting. I wish I knew a way to activate the light on this camera without it flashing. Just keeping it on like I can with the HTC One. I do find it very interesting how this first card is a different color than all the rest. Alright, so next up is the LED board. That goes in like that. And now the first 2 front screws are small. The second 2 are long and thin. I plan on getting a new hard drive for the SLT 386 at some point in some time of some universe. But if it's got the same problem, like corrosion, and the hard drive is good, just not reading, then, well, this is a very flawed system. I'm surprised it's such a popular unit to collect. I guess it's kind of like the Atari 5200. As bad as the controllers were, the games were still good. And with this computer being the first laptop to have both a built-in hard drive, a fast, for the time, 12 megahertz 286 processor, and a VGA screen. Yes, that was brand new back then. And the only screws left in the box are for the screen, so I guess it's time to throw this thing back in its shell. I hate how this little handle keeps popping out, but what can I do? Nothing, because the government's going to stop me. Haha. Alright, I'm going to leave it just like that for now, so that I can get the screen back on. Oh, yeah, I remember. You need to hold that side down because it always pops out when you try to open it without being screwed in. It's a pain, but if it's got to be a safety thing, it's got to be a safety thing. Not much I can complain there. Safety is always number one, except for the system, because it always likes to kill itself. Why do I say that? Because clock battery dies, screen gets dots on it, as you can probably see it in some of my videos. I'm going to hold that down a little bit. There we go, the screen stabilized. I probably should have gotten the other screen because it's clearer, but whatever. Gotta keep something original on this, because as of now, it's running on a whole new board, even a new floppy drive. Well, not new, but you know what I mean. Newer. Different. The last screw that goes in. This is going to be quite difficult to tighten all the way down, because it's so deep in there. That's what she said. But I think I can make do. I lied. There we go, tighten down. Now, it's a little crooked, but it's almost in now. You gotta, oh well. Get the screen up. Get the screen up, because I think the hooks were doing that. And yep, they were. And now, I believe, I can screw the screen back in safely. Here's a big screwdriver. I'm not going to tighten it all the way just yet. Wait until I get the other one screwed all the way in first. Now I've got to get this one piece in there, because that's the last thing I need to do. Might as well put this side cover back on. Not yet, I lied. This little piece it doesn't need to go on, but if I want to let it go into sleep mode ever, then I do need to. Could have sworn that was straight up on the other one. I still have the other one here. Yeah, they're straight up, so I can twist it a little bit to make it easier on me. Didn't want to hurt it, so wanted to be sure that it's possible. Otherwise, break another system. There we go. Still hard as heck. But I got it on there. Now I'm going to re-add the keyboard, wherever that went. Here it is. I am a god for finding stuff so quickly. I'm just going to tell this there's quite trade at the end here. Just getting rid of some of the loose stuff, as it could fall down and hurt the hard drive once again. Now if this still doesn't work, then it is the hard drive. The hard drive just died. But I don't think that'll happen, because this whole part here just got green and corroded away, as you can probably tell there. Probably not, because it's too dark and grainy. Keyboard is plugged back in. I'm not going to put the battery in yet, because I do want to power it up with the mains, just to be sure. Now just to be sure that's all in, and put the back cover on. Now the two center ones were the long ones, so they will go on first, because they hold the entire system together. You can't see that, but then again, all you can really see is my amazing foot. There we go, that's tightened down. I didn't think the screwdriver had enough magnetic force to hold the little thing in. I guess I was wrong. Two screws that hold the entire system together go in last. I'll move the camera up because I'm not that evil. One screw down. Just seem a little bit off, but it'll slowly fix itself. I hope. It's not going in right, is it? Another little thing slots out, of course. Sure, it'll find a way to pop itself in on its own time. But as of right now, it's about as complete as I can get it. And apparently I didn't lock the keyboard down. Well, so that's why I was doing that. Alright, now I have the keyboard things. 1, 2, this one never stayed on very well. And finally the battery. The battery has a nearly full charge, so moment of truth. Battery is in. I am going to plug up the mains and plug it in through that way, so we can see the results as it truly should be. And main says it's charging. Moment of truth, people. Power's on. That's a start. This will take longer to count the memory because it's got 3.6 megabytes of RAM. Three point 3, 4, 5, and 6. Final count up. 3.72 megabytes of RAM. Hard drive's firing up. This floppy drive seems to be a little bit quieter. Nothing's in the floppy drive, is it? Nope. Taking a little bit longer here than it should. Please work, baby. I only have enough time in one day to do one thing. This better work, otherwise this will be, what, an hour now wasted? Disk error. Still trying to access the disk, so it's reading. Probably been so long since it's had a working hard drive. It's like, oh my god, I'm fixed, yay! This is the other motherboard that had a dead hard drive, so that's why I say that. It's still reading. Come on, you can do it. You have more RAM than ever. I think I have another RAM card, actually, so I could shove one more into the old ENRON motherboard. Maybe. Still nothing popping up on the screen, huh? At least the screen works. Had to take the whole thing apart, remember? Let me try throwing in the diagnostics disk. Here's your program, stops operating, diagnostics. So Control Alt Delete. Try it, or restart it the right way. At least the keyboard works. And the LED things at the bottom work okay, so a really good start so far. It's at least reading. Probably going to want to do the RAM check again, so will that do that? It's not reading the floppy. It is the diagnostics, that's correct. Well, this is a start. I can work with this. Before it wasn't even reading. Like just saying, no, I don't feel like it. Disk error. Let's throwing the diagnostics disk again. Give it some fake date and some fake time. There's nothing left in this can. Compaq BIOS, so floppy drive works. I'm going to turn this towards me so I can get a better view of it. -1-1990. 00:00:01. Enter. Alright, so it recognized the modem. It needed to automatically update for that, because this motherboard obviously didn't have a modem before. And I will exit now. Exit and reset system. Yes. I'm going to take out the diagnostics disk, because it should, in theory, run now. Granted, I didn't need to do this before, but still, it's a theory. Don't judge. I still have almost an hour left of battery, so in case I do need to go all the way back and do something, I'm ready for it. So 712 kilobytes, okay. I think that grease did something, guys. Still not reading the hard drive. Maybe the diagnostics disk is just evil and it's not working. I bet you that's what's it. Maybe something on the diagnostics got corrupted, and because both times when I tried to do the ENRON, it was after I did the diagnostics. And then after that it just said no disk or disk error. This is not working, is it? Keyboard's not straight on there. That wire is very frayed in there. Actually, I'll take the battery out, because that can corrode, and if something got corroded, that's why it was still getting some sort of power. So, no battery, ENRON. Well, this isn't even ENRON anymore. Only thing ENRON about it is the screen and the hard drive. Everything else is from a completely different unit. So, that just failed 3 times in a row. I failed trying to fix the Sega Clevo D7TW. I failed trying to show you the ENRON, and then I failed trying to fix the ENRON. So 3 fails in a row, yay. Also, I just figured out how to use the custom thumbnail thing, so that's what all that new fail stuff and help me find has been about. Also, if you can find IBM 5120 or 5110 Model 3, same system, please let me know. I will pay up the ass to get one. Thanks, Game Way Out. See you next time.